The LA Chargers have to fight for their right to be 500 after a heartbreaking Week 10 loss.
From 41 yards, the kick is good!
They are off to Green Bay to face a Packers squad who knows the feeling.
Last chance for the Packers. Love throws, end zone, intercepted, and it's over!
So it's a face-off between two jilted lovers, a face-off between two sub-500 teams, a matchup between a Green Bay offense that ran their under 21-point streak to 7 games after only putting up 19 last week.
Love fires it, and it's pop free. Incomplete.
They had 14 early. I thought, okay, the streak is over. But no. Pitted against a Chargers defense, though, that gave up 41 points to the Lions Week 10, didn't have an answer for anything Detroit's offense did, gave up 200 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns, 6.4 yards per carry.
He breaks your ankles at full speed. Most guys have to really throttle down, and he keeps that lean moving forward. What an explosive player.
They also gave up over 330 yards to Jared Goff, over 150 yards to wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Goff decides to go along with it on first down, and he's got St. Brown.
Oh, and their Mac Bosa sack attack? 0 sacks, 33 dropbacks. No sacks for any Chargers.
They come back to him. He's got a blocker out ahead, and he's able to walk in.
Jordan Love only took 1 sack versus Pittsburgh. That wasn't the issue. His 2 INTs were, which resulted in his low 70s rating.
Love lets it fly. End zone! Off the deflection, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
LA's play versus passing attacks would seem to open the doors for Love to have a good outing. They have struggled versus quarterbacks all year long. Last week was nothing new.
Completes it to Raymond. Racing.
Chargers have played a few quarterbacks well. Does Love qualify for this club? Zach Wilson, Tyson Bagent, Aiden O'Connell, Ryan Tannehill.
Love pulls the trigger on a deep one. Caught! Touchdown! Jaden Reed!
Love's best games versus the likes of Chicago's secondary, Atlanta's, the Rams as they were spinning. So can he get after a second-tier pass defense?
Love right down the seam for Musgrave.
Packers pass catchers, who makes an impact varies week to week. Tight end Luke Musgrave, 64 yards week 10, 50-plus yards 2 weeks in a row.
Love, downfield, connection made. It's Musgrave.
Dontavian Wicks, 51 yards versus Pittsburgh. Romeo Doubs scored 31 yards. Christian Watson, 23 yards. Jaden Reed, 84 yards and a TD.
Keeps it downfield, and it's caught by Reed.
Running back Aaron Jones targeted 6 times, second most on the team. As a runner, another nothing game though. 35 yards, 2.7 a run, averaging under 4 per carry in the few games he's played. A.J. Dillon came out of hibernation last week, though. 40-yard run, 70 yards for the day, his best outing of the year.
It's A.J. Dillon. Big gain for Dillon. A 40-yard rip.
Chargers got gashed along the ground last week, but they had played the run well prior to that. When they have the ball, not usually about handoffs, it's about Justin Herbert. He did what he could in that Week 10 Classic, 4 TDs over 320 yards, a rating near 115.
Over the top, the pass, perfect. Keenan Allen cuts back to the middle. He's going to find his way home.
He did throw a pick, but check this out. 0 sacks taken on 40 dropbacks.
Going for the big one to the end zone. What a throw! Touchdown, Chargers.
Packers have to figure out how to get to him. They also have to figure out how to stop Keenan Allen. 11 catches, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns versus Detroit. Nothing new. He's Herbert's focal point.
Comes another blitz. Herbert throws. Allen catches. They're down at the 11-yard line.
Rookie wide receiver Quentin Johnston scored last week, only 34 yards. Wide receiver Jalen Guyton found the paint, 41 yards. Running back Austin Eckler, 48 yards, second most targets behind Allen, usually the case.
They're going to go screen here on second down. Eckler breaks it into the secondary.
Green Bay's struggles on defense last week were not passing related, but it was Pittsburgh. Held Kenny Pickett to a 75.6 rate, 5.5 yards per attempt, just 126 yards.
Lets it fly to the sideline. Incomplete. It looked like Johnson had it for a moment.
Hey man, it's the hand they were dealt. And for 2023, they've held wide receivers under a 90 rating, running backs under a 90 rating, quarterbacks under a 90 rating.
When they've taken their shots at him, Corey Ballantyne has held up well.
Packers gave up big yards on the ground to Pittsburgh, though, to Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris, 183 yards combined.
2nd and 7, Harris remains in there, give it to him again. This time there's a hole. Harris takes that hole and turns it into a big gain.
Eckler's capable, but he hasn't eclipsed 4 per run in 5 straight. Both need this win to keep hope alive. Hit the comments section already with your thoughts. Let's get to the panel of 10 already.